Crumb Entertainment.
Once upon a time, family drama meant slam doors and cold shoulders. But now, it's unfriending your tita or tito or lolo or lola on Facebook or kinda soft blocking your cousin on X. Welcome to the new digital soap opera.
In the Philippines, well,
While eating popcorn.
kasi drama nga to. I guess the Philippines specifically. Family is everything. Clearly how I disregarded family is everything. Until you disagree online. Social media turned in arguments from around the dining table on the timeline to on the timeline, sorry. And let's be honest, nothing says tension like seeing this content is unavailable on your artist profile.
Because you've got blocked. And Pinoy families are built on pakikisama. Pakikisama simply means being one with
communal.
being communal, being one with the community.
Being social, isocial.
But again, as we've mentioned in the previous episode, this was again weaponized into being very submissive or being too submissive to out-of-date Jurassic dinosaur, Tyrannosaurus Rex kind of rules.
I think you mean blindly submissive.
Yeah. So when someone cuts you off digitally, it is more shocking than skipping your Christmas dinner or Noche Buena.
Suddenly, the whole barangay sees the chismis.
Yeah.
Lalo na when they find out about the broadcast button. The live button.
But well, actually, I saw someone who posted that I forgot if it's an uncle or an auntie or the mother
Sabihin natin
who
old person.
an old person broadcasted on Facebook to their friends, family members, even the barangay, because the old person was working in a barangay. So in a barangay hall, so she broadcasted the
Entire meeting.
I don't know if that was the kid losing his or her job or whatever, but something like that.
Great. Pati firings, we have to watch now in person.
So yeah.
It's not keeping up with the Kardashians. It's keeping up with the Rodriguezes.
So anyway, on Culture Check today, we'll be giving you 3 hot takes regarding the new norm, which is soft block or hard block.
Akala ko the new norm, we have to wear masks in trains now.
Like before mga 1960s, 1980s.
Before your time.
Yeah, before my time, of course.
Jurassic.
Cutting someone off meant avoiding them at the fiesta or pretending you're busy. But when Friendster and then came Facebook
And MySpace
took over, suddenly you could erase someone from your life with just one click.
Parang yung popcorn that fell off my teeth. Excuse me.
So what used to be face-to-face drama became silent digital warfare. Wow, that's
Silent. Word war.
That's a big word.
It became the Cold War.
Yeah.
Except that it happened in the 2010s.
Yeah. But can we go first to the basics? Why do we block certain people?
It's for your sanity, unang-una.
Yeah.
They might be harassing you, or maybe their mere existence disturbs you. Another thing, is it could be for political or let's just say legal reasons, restraining orders unang-una. Pangalawa, you don't want to be associated with that person by affiliation. Or for other reasons, he might be a serial killer.
Yeah. So there's a big reason why people choose to block certain people. It's not, as some oldies would say na, they shouldn't do that to me. I'm the older one. That's
but
not
you
how
did
it
that
is.
to your peer years
That's
ago
not how it
before
is,
Facebook
yeah.
existed.
So in Filipino families where news spreads like wildfire, unfriending is basically a public announcement.
And mind
That's
you,
how it is.
And mind you, Facebook doesn't announce. Pero for some reason, nagiging announcement.
It's being announced. It's the person who was blocked announces it.
Enter 2025. The soft block versus the hard block is still alive. Can't we just call it block? Soft block. What's that? When you can bend a block. Hollow block. That's when you mute or restrict someone. They don't know you cut them off, but you got your piece. Hard block. Hindi na yun hollow block for starters. That's digital disowning, like telling your entire clan or society or maybe your friends that wala na akong pakialam sa'yo. Soft blocking is like the modern di kita pinapansin pero friends lang tayo sa labas, which I don't get. Although I've done that for posts, I've never really done it for chats,
hindi kasi-
personal chats, just letting you know lang.
Kasi maybe because it's soft block, meaning you're still giving a chance for that person either to realize maybe he or she did something wrong to you, but you don't want to totally end the friendship just yet. So you're giving the person a chance to change without telling them to change themselves. So
I think of restricting as the easy way of saying na we're friends pero I don't want to explain it.
yeah.
Hindi siya sa akin, it's not soft block, hard block. It's like, why do I restrict? I don't want to explain to people the lore behind blocking them. Which is like hard block. Declaring World War III on Messenger group chats. You know that pop-up na nakikita mo when you block someone? This person is in your group chat. You still want to talk.
Yeah.
Or do you want to leave?
Yeah. So when you do the hard block already, it's a big deal.
Just my favorite.
I don't know.
Lang my favorite. My favorite.
I don't know if it's a Filipino thing only or it's an Asian thing, but it's really a big deal when there's a hard blocking happening in your group chat. There are multiple questions, multiple theories, multiple people will
There's
try
assumptions, judgment.
Yeah.
There's implications. Lahat ng ons.
But here's the twist. Blocking isn't just about avoiding stress.
Although I like it.
Yes, me too. It's become the new weapon of choice in Filipino family drama. You don't just cut ties, but you also leave traces. Because whatever you've talked about in the past, it can be used against you by the one you've blocked.
Anything you say and do will be used against you in the court of public opinion.
Yeah,
Not
basically
court of law, public opinion.
Yeah, the screenshots, the subtweets, and suddenly your issue is barangay wide. So just like the news every night, someone was extorted.
Someone got robbed.
Yeah.
Someone was murdered.
Yeah.
Someone fell off a cliff. Ay, sorry, puro tragedies.
It's like a big criminal thing that happened.
It's ironic because you block them, but you still stalk them through your cousin's phone. Or your friend's phone.
Yeah. Or through your friend sending you a screenshot.
So, what do you think? Are soft blocks just healthy boundaries? Because I think no. Or are hard blocks the new family disownment? Maybe digital silence is louder than we think. Kasi sa Pilipinas, if you block online, you still have to face them at Sunday lunch.
Anyway, that's all the time we have this week to keep you in tune with Filipino culture. So we'll see you again next week here on Culture
Shock.
Check.
is Crumb Entertainment.
Remember when every visit to Lola meant holding her hand to your forehead? Forehead? Forehead! Now, some kids just wave and say, "Hi po!" Oh, I saw those kinds of kids.
Oh.
In Alabang.
Okay.
Well, not to put a stereotype.
Alabang.
But yeah.
Mga Southie talaga.
Yeah. So, is Mano po slowly fading away? Wala na ngayon sa film fest.
Okay. In Filipino culture, mano po has always been the ultimate sign of respect for elders or sa mga feeling elders. Like this person right here. It's how we introduce, it's how we greet, how we connect, and how we say, I dishonor, I honor you. But, in today's fast-paced, Western-influenced lifestyle, hand-to-forehead greetings are being swapped with high fives or hugs, or sometimes, isusuntok mo na kita. Sorry, nothing at all. Nothing at all pala. Nothing at all. Na kaya minsan when tita say, wala ba akong mano? Wala ka bang mano in front of the whole side?
Yeah, well...
Kasi, sorry, I had to bring this up kasi nagiging problema siya in other families na I've seen. Not mine, my families. Parang narinig ko lang, ano ba, hindi ka nagmamano?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a big deal actually. And admit it, how many of us only do it pag Christmas na? Or big reunions. When there are giveaways of money or any kind of gift.
Actually, may biro ako dun. Like, yung personal code word ko for kailan ko imano lahat ng mga kamag-anak ko, world tour.
World tour?
Oo, kasi you have to go to one room, then another, and probably, pagkalabas ng banyo, mamano mo din yun. Awkward, diba? Or kakapasok lang ng gate. Awkward din, diba?
Yeah. So today on Culture Check, we're gonna give you 3 hot takes about the history and why we think that doing mano po is dying or I will die.
I will die. You will die talaga. You will die talaga.
So let's take a short history lesson. Mano po traces back to the Spanish era or not in the film fest, okay?
O not in Spanish era, hindi Spanish word.
Yeah, Spanish era. It's inspired by the tradition of beso de mano. Beso de mano.
Bata akong sorry. Pero totoo lang, di ba beso and mano are 2 different things?
Yeah, beso is like cheek-to-cheek kiss. And mano is more of the hand gesture. But yeah, over time, Filipinos turned it into something uniquely ours. It's an everyday gesture of respect, especially towards parents, grandparents, and elders. So maybe we can associate it or compare it to how Japanese, Korean, Thais do
They bow.
The bow.
May variation of bow.
Yeah.
Or hat tipping sa Europe.
Yeah,
Yung ganon.
actually. So it wasn't just about manners. It was about blessing, literally asking for the elders' guidance. Actually, in other Southeast Asian countries, asking guidance from the elders is still a big deal.
Oh, why do you think?
But
may mga shaman eh.
Yeah.
Just letting you know, elders.
Or, not actually shamans, but just elders.
Alam ko, I'm just saying
Per
shaman,
se.
elders.
Elders, yeah. The reason why it's still popular in other countries is because their elders actually make sense. But in a Filipino setting,
Elders are neurotic.
Sometimes.
Sorry.
Sometimes. Not
Sorry.
all. Not all. Sometimes.
Are senile and neurotic.
Yeah.
So,
It's meant to do mind control. Yeah. So, kaya nga the classic response is always, God bless you. That is
God bless you, but I don't. Joke lang.
Again, that is if they intend to bless you. Alam mo ba yung mga dati, yung Estugo Santo?
Oo.
Pag yung matanda, when you take the hand of a very old, maybe your lola or whatever, and you did something wrong, you do the mano po, they will say, Estugo Santo. That's really a thing of the past.
Hindi, alam ko. Pero good boy ako kasi never experienced
You
it.
never experienced that. Yeah, I don't even know what Estugo Santo means.
Mga Spanish peeps.
Yeah.
So, fast forward to Gen Z and Alpha. Mano po isn't as common, maybe to some people. Kids greet elders with hi lola or even just wave. Some prefer hugs because it feels warmer. Well,
Wow.
mano and hug sa amin. More Western. Social media even jokes about how mano po is a new holiday exclusive move.
Yeah.
Oh, especially pag may red envelope.
Yeah. Di ba nga, kapag even in commercials today, you don't see a young child gluing the mano po to an elderly woman or man. It's either hi or they're gonna hug. That's the setting.
Regina!
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
So, times have already changed. But, it's like regular days, hi po. When it's Christmas, they're gonna say,
Mano po.
yeah.
Why? May red envelope. Or
Because-
brown. Or brown if chinito yung sino man yung mamamano.
Yeah. And let's not forget how COVID, the pandemic itself, made physical greetings
Tricky?
tricky. So, mano po had a literal pause during the pandemic. So, maybe that contributed to it because in about 3 years that the pandemic was raging on,
I have
people
to
have forgotten already.
I have to state pala, there's an entire generation of kindergarteners or mga toddlers who grew up not doing mano po. Mga born straight in 2020. It's already 2025 as of recording. If you think about it,
These are 5-year-old kids.
Oh.
Yeah.
There are toddlers, kindergarteners who have grown up not experiencing mano po.
Yeah. So, but here's the twist. Even if the gesture is fading, the value behind it, which is the respect, still shows up in new ways. So, that's a good thing. Even if we're not doing the mano po already, Filipinos are able to still keep the essence of it. From saying po and opo, which actually is one Filipino characteristic as well that is starting to be blurred, to helping Lola carry groceries or just visiting her when she's bored. Those activities, those signs of respect are still there. So the form changes but the intention survives.
Yes. So, mano po might disappear but the guilt trip from titas will never die.
Yeah, that's one thing that will be still in
Wala ka bang
your-
respeto?
during Christmas parties and birthday parties. And maybe respect isn't about the hand gesture itself.
How about head to head? Painful.
That will be painful. So it's about how you show up for family with or without the gesture. So don't show up to a family reunion and say, "Hey, what's up, fam?"
So, nahulog ang popcorn. Is mano po dying before generation? Ako, it's pretty alive. Or is it just evolving into new ways of showing your respect? Because after all, culture doesn't vanish. It most likely adapts. Or if not, dies. Because the real question is will you still offer your hand or just give your lola an explosive fist bump?
Anyway, that's all the time we have to keep you in tune with Filipino culture this week. We'll see you again next week here on Culture Check.
This is Crumb Entertainment.
From under the table deals to that cousin who brags about cutting the LTO line. Corruption in the Philippines isn't just politics, it's practically everyday life. But how did this culture even start?
Di, syempre sa mga contractor, gano'n.
Ano sa nagbabribery?
In the Philippines, corruption isn't just about the scandals you see on the news.
Huh?
Yes, it starts with the fixer who helps you at LTO, who helps you process your documents faster, the barangay permit that mysteriously costs more than it should.
Barangay permit, by the way.
Yeah.
By the way.
Even the lagay or the padulas that feels almost normal in every government agency. The truth is, corruption is so common that some Filipinos joke about it, that it's already part of the system in the daily lives of Filipinos. Ain't that right? But how did it become this ingrained in our culture? And what does it say about us as a whole nation?
The Filipino isn't worth dying for but is corruptible.
Yes.
To misquote Ninoy Aquino.
So, diba, let's be real. Who hasn't heard the phrase, may kilala ka ba sa loob?
Teacher.
I'm not yet licensed. But yes.
May kilala ako sa loob. 10,000.
That phrase means,
I know someone from the inside. Right, Mr. President?
yes.
Right.
Oh, yes. Don't turn the podium.
Sorry. The pulpit, as they say. Sorry, I was talking about a religious leader.
Yeah.
It's like every person I know has has an inside job with somebody else not just public, even private entities. Uy, may kilala ako. Discount? Ganun.
Discount.
Like below market. And it's even worse na it shows up in the government kasi may kilala ako sa loob. 5K lisensya. And I've heard from friends na it could be as worse as having all of the restrictions in your licenses approved. Driver's licenses, mind you.
Yeah.
Or your businesses even being sub-compliant, become compliant all of a sudden. It's so weird that it's so normal.
And the problem originated kasi from, actually we've discussed this in one of our previous episodes. The number one, the long lines, the long wait. You cannot afford to wait for a long time to apply for something. So you want someone to be in your place to process your papers. So that's the first reason why there is corruption. Because
we allow proxies.
Because the service is bad.
Okay.
And then number two, there are so many red tapes inside the agency. There are unnecessary payments and processes. So it makes the process longer.
Transmission charges, Meralco.
Diba? So that's the problem. That is why there is corruption. But if only people or the government, in specific, if only the government provides the correct amount, the correct fees, the correct process, the correct service, and a comfortable and convenient time to process the papers,
and not broken websites.
yes, there won't be any corruption. Plus, if all the congressmen who are corrupt would die, just like how Cara David wished that all the corrupt officials must die. That's my death note to me. So sometimes it's painted as discarte to look for someone who is inside the agency to help you. But is it really resourcefulness?
No, it's normalizing corruption.
Oh,
If you have to
okay.
find back alleys and exits for things that are supposed to be legal, that are supposed to have due process, and that are supposed to be, for lack of a better word, judicial.
Yes. So today on Culture Check, that's a very beefy introduction. So today on Culture Check, we'll give you the 3 hot takes about the corruption culture in the Philippines.
And that's all for today's episode. So, corruption in the Philippines traces its roots back to the Spanish colonization. Wow. Back then, local leaders and principalia collected taxes. And, well, let's just say not all of the money went to Madrid or even reached Madrid. The Americans didn't even exactly fix it. Positions in the government were seen as opportunities or for personal gain. Over time, politics became a family business, and where power was inherited and favors were a currency, which we would connect to utang na loob.
That's the one thing that would destroy us all.
Utang na loob. So it wasn't just bad habits, it was built into the system from the start. Because let's face it, there wasn't really much politics back when we were just tribes.
Yeah.
But to be fair, we were too feeble-minded to even consider being corrupt. Or I don't know. Maybe corruption wasn't really built into the system. It came when we became colonized.
Actually, I want to zero into what you've said a while ago about utang na loob. So for our international audience, that could be traced to patronage politics.
Yes.
So example, your mayor will light up your streets with super bright light, or they will construct multiple covered courts for the young people to have basketball in.
Project led by your governor.
Yeah. So instead of voting for someone who is really qualified to run your province or municipality or city, you would rather vote for someone whom you see the name,
Whose
the
name
roofs,
is plastered everywhere.
yeah, or their symbols are plastered everywhere. So
I lived in Pasig, by the way. I remember for a year. I remember a time where everything had letter E in Pasig. Pasig, E-City, E-commerce. For who? The former mayor's
yeah,
Eusebio.
yeah.
Nowadays, you couldn't even find anything remotely traceable to Vico Soto, the current mayor. By the way, who I respect.
Yes.
So basically, public offices were less about service and more about survival and perks and knowing who to talk to and who to appease.
Yeah. And that's the reason why we're stuck like this.
And we're never moving out. Which,
Our colonizers didn't give us anything positive.
yes. If you think it's bad in Spain or America, look at what we inherited.
Yeah. Fast forward to now, corruption shows up everywhere, from billion peso scandals. Like no, that's a different scandal. Like the flood control projects and the petty bribes that we see every day in government agencies. Surveys even say that Filipinos expect corruption in government as a given. Wow, that's so
Real survey?
hopeless of us.
Real survey, not a Super Saturday survey.
Yeah, it's a real survey. So, but here's the kicker. It's not only the politicians. Regular people play into it too. It's like paying traffic enforcers instead of a formal ticket. Because you don't want to inconvenience yourself to get your ticket or pay your ticket at the city hall.
Or paying your compadre
Yeah.
who works in the housing department to give you lower house taxes.
Yes, yes. So it's also using connections for faster paperwork. So it's kind of wild. Actually, it's super wild.
But we don't feel it,
Yeah.
if we're being honest.
Yeah. Because sometimes bribery feels like a hack instead of a crime. In one of our episodes, we told you guys about Filipino hacks, how to cut short in lines.
We mentioned paying.
We were, syempre, we were mentioning it jokingly, but
We mentioned
that's
paying
the reality.
but it's built into the system, and the worst part of it all is if you don't play along, you're likely gonna be left behind, and so has it been for many people.
Yeah.
So it has been for many people.
Yeah, but we're not saying that we should normalize corruption. But in fact, in reality, we should eliminate and eradicate and all the congressmen and the senators, just like Cara David said, should die. Bayad kami ng tax sa mahal-mahal, tapos ilalaglag nyo lang sa lamesa pang kakasino nyo lang ng isang gabi. The only Christian nation in Asia
It's the
my
most
God.
It's the most corruptible nation in
Oo
Asia.
nga. My God. Nakakahiya po talaga.
Nakakaya sa mga Taoist, Buddhist, and Chinese.
Oo nga.
Outtake.
At mga atheists, nakakahiya naman. May mga atheists ako kilala. They are so honest.
Too honest. I love them.
Yeah.
I love them.
That's true. Yeah. They're too honest. You
We
will
won't
love
see each
them.
other in heaven, but you know what? Fine.
Oo, diba?
I'd rather talk to them than my church friends.
Oo, pero just like the video we showed you a few episodes back.
Mga palasimba pero ang sama ng mga ugali. Mga kayo, may araw din kayo!
Sorry, super long tangent over. Here's the twist, take number 3. The twist, funny truth and social consequences. While we complain about corruption, many Filipinos also tolerate it, as we've clearly shown. And even joke about it.
As we've clearly done. But what else can we do?
It's part of the coping mechanism. It's part of the frustration. It breeds cynicism. People start believing that lahat naman ay kurakot. So why bother demanding better? Everybody hates corruption, but everyone assumes it will never go away. Unfortunately, it has been the case for so long. But there have been efforts, don't get us wrong. If you've been watching the recent drama in the Senate,
The new Netflix.
the new Netflix, yes, the new Netflix and chill, let's watch senators fight. There's a glimmer of hope, a bit. Look at lower Congress, look at the Senate.
Kaya I won't be believing even if someone tells another senator, oh, safe ka na. No senator is safe until the investigation is done.
The irony was he was only safe for that day. Because he was part of the accused the following day. So, what do you think about this? Are we Filipinos really powerless against corruption, or are we just too used to it being part of the culture? Maybe the bigger question is, how do you break a cycle when it's been running for centuries? It doesn't break itself forthwith.
Yeah.
Forthwith, sorry.
Sorry. May allergic dyan sa word na yan.
Forthwith.
If we cannot break it, we should join the rallies. We should demand more.
At the time of shooting, please join the rally this coming Sunday.
Tomorrow.
At the time of shooting.
So if you know someone who is organizing a rally, join them. Demand the Philippine government to give us better services, because it's not just us being immune to floods, being immune to earthquakes or fires. It's us needing and demanding for us to have a better life, a better system, because there is only one Philippines. So corruption might feel like an old habit, but habits can change if enough people demand it.
We'll see.
Please demand the government, the Philippine
Hold them accountable.
government. Hold them accountable.
Burn them at the stake.
Yeah, if possible. Anyway, that's it for this week's Culture Check. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time. I am Stephen,
MRG.
and we will keep exploring what makes Filipino culture Filipino. And we hope that corruption is not in our culture anymore in the future.
Mag-iingat na lang kayo.
is Crumb Entertainment.
Only in the Philippines can you buy something worth 200 pesos and still say, pwede 150 na lang?
Oh.
Welcome to the world-class act, only known to the Filipinos as tawad.
In Filipino culture, haggling isn't just about saving money.
It's a competitive sport.
And it's a skill, even a form of bonding. Huh? Really?
Ano, naging bonding nga. May kwento ako dyan.
Yeah. So from Divisoria to the palengke or the public market, Pinoys are natural negotiators. But why are we so good at it? So let's break down the psychology, the practice, and the humor behind the tawad culture. So admit it, kahit 20 pesos na lang yung bibilin mo, you'll still have that sense of you want to make tipid.
Oo.
Yeah.
Tapos pag sinabi ng yes ng tindera, when the seller says yes, parang championship game sa barangay court or sa mga younger viewers natin, para kang nanalo ng taprisa.
So on Culture Check this week, we're gonna give you 3 hot takes about the culture and how Filipinos are experts in making tawad in the palengke.
So, bargaining has been a part of Filipino trade since pre-colonial times. Our ancestors bartered goods, rice for fish, salt for cloth, so negotiation was natural. When money came into play, yes, money did not exist back in the day. Tawad became the Filipinos' way of balancing fairness and connection.
Can we say that is fairness and connection? I feel that most of the time it's unfair for the seller.
Oo, kasi totoo lang, I've been a seller myself sa Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah.
I've had to sell lots of items below market.
Market value.
Below market value. Nag-depreciate na siya. Don't get me wrong. I've sold lots of items na nag-depreciate. Specifically guitars.
Yeah.
Pero dahil mga barat, mga buyer,
For our international viewers, it means
stingy.
They're stingy.
They're beyond stingy. I would have to sell them the product, well, whatever I had to sell to them at below market cost just so I could hear them shut up. And even at the end of the day, even if they save 3,000 pesos, 5,000 pesos, the ending is
With a friendly discount.
friends and family discount, they still say, ano ba yan, masyadong mahal, pero thank you ha.
And that's why I think it's unfair for the seller. But it's a win. Yes, it's a win for the buyer. Yeah. And did you know that the word tawad literally means to ask for reduction? It's been in Tagalog dictionary since the late 1800s.
So it's not just being kuripot.
Yeah.
It's culturally being kuripot.
Yeah,
Cultural history.
It's winning in the marketplace. It's winning. No, not in the supermarket. You cannot ask that in the supermarket.
I dare you try.
Yeah.
Or I dare you try at a retail store.
Yeah, at the department store. I remember when the first mall, first SM opened within our vicinity. I saw someone who was, I don't want to say that I know him or her, but yeah, I know this person.
They them energy.
This person frequented na Tiangge. So she was an expert in doing the tawad. When SM opened, the first SM here near us opened, I saw her in the department store asking the sales lady if she can reduce the price of one t-shirt.
No reaction.
Yeah.
Ito na yung reaction ko.
So I mean in other
Ate, retail to. Translation. This is a retail store.
I mean, in other cultures, bargaining is also a habit.
You know, it's a habit, pero don't get me
Yeah.
wrong, you don't do it when prices are fixed.
Yeah.
Retail
Or-
and consumer sales.
Yeah, or when the price is already so much low.
Yeah. Or when it's beyond clearance. Tas,
Yeah.
you'll hear, pwede pa bawasan pa ng 50 pesos.
Yeah.
Clearance, ha?
Meron pa yun sasabihin, ito na nga, kukunin na eh. Pag gano'n pa, dabog-dabog.
Dadabog pa,
Oh,
oh.
I'm getting it already. Give it to me.
Kaya no wonder even kids at Tiangge mga Tiangge know how to say, ate, last price na po. I'm not that rude. Nagla-last price ako minsan. Minsan.
Yeah. And when we say it's last price, it's literally last price.
We don't go any lower. I just say last price lang.
You don't act all grumpy.
High and mighty.
Oh, I'm gonna take it already. Give it to me. Parang sa English. Parang
Diba?
tita na
Diba?
sa Green
Diba?
Hills.
Diba?
So in modern times, tawad is strongest in the palengke and ukay-ukay.
Or wholesale.
Wholesale. But it even sneaks into online shopping.
Which I mentioned already.
Yeah. So just like RG, sellers on Facebook Marketplace experience this. But the most common comment in Facebook Marketplace isn't
If not, how much?
but
Kasi irresponsible yung mga marketplace sellers and forget to put the actual price.
yeah, because PM is the key.
Oo. Ano yung most common question?
Last price?
May acronym. LP.
What? Really?
Oh, LP. Oh.
There's an acronym.
LP boss. LP.
LP.
LP. In connection of that, in Divisoria, it's common for sellers to start high
Yes.
because they already expect buyers to haggle. May buyer's protection, may seller's protection pala doon. The real price is actually 20%, 30% lower than the first offer.
So, example, for our international audience, if you go to a Tiangge or a market or somewhere who does wholesale, if you see a pair of shoes that's priced at 600 pesos, that's the high price already. So, when you try to haggle, they can bring it down to like 500,
400.
Lowest 500, 400.
Or if you can sweet talk your way, maybe 300, 50%.
So if you wanna do a tawad version of how Filipinos do it, make sure when you hear the price, you lower it down to the lowest possible price to check if they're gonna allow it and give it to you at that price.
Did you know?
Yeah.
Did you know? Dalawang favorite line muna. Pinoys have two favorite lines. Ate, last price na po. And, Kuya, cash na to.
Hindi. May arte yun.
Ano?
Kuya, cash na to.
Yan yung first sub-trivia namin.
Yeah.
Second, did you know, for some stupid reason, even on Shopee, people message sellers like it's a palengke stall. Pwede less.
Yes.
Tapos it will be hit back with, I am very sorry that to the deepest bottom of our heart, we try to make our services best for your liking. They find out that Chinese...
The robot answers.
They find out they talk to Chinese sellers.
Yeah.
But here's the twist. Tawad isn't just about money. It's about connections.
Oh, your suki.
Your suki.
Your favorite stall.
Uy, si Suki!
Yeah.
Bargaining is a playful banter. It's a test of charm and sometimes even a sign of respect to the tindera. That's because for Filipinos, paying full price is like you didn't even try.
Yeah.
Which is ironic. I like to pay full price.
Yeah.
Pero minsan, inaabotan ko ng last price te. Okay, so, after the first last price.
Actually, I had some classmates with me when we went to Green Hills. And then when I was too shy to ask for a discount, to haggle the price, and then I got the item, they told me, hindi ka humingi ng tawad. Nakakahiya eh.
Ba't ka magsasorry?
By the way, for our international audience, you might be wondering, doesn't tawad mean sorry?
Or forgiveness.
Forgive. Well,
Ask for forgiveness.
Yeah.
Patawad.
Well, it's actually the same. I
Same
think
but
it originated. Yeah, the same but different. I think it originated in the same with the same word. But yeah, actually, if you want to lower the price, it's like you're asking for. Can you forgive me for asking to lower the price further?
Anyway, may trivia tayo. We have trivia. Some sellers actually enjoy the game. If you don't haggle, they sometimes lower the price for you anyway, just to keep the tradition alive.
Oh yeah, some sellers will say, "Oh, just give it to you at this kind of price without you even asking." It's like capturing you so that you will buy the item.
Kasi let's be real, nothing
Yeah.
bonds Pinoys faster than the shared triumph of, grabe, nakatawad ako ng 50. Or 50.
Yeah, that's a
you don't
huge
understand.
achievement actually. Yeah. And sometimes the tawad dance takes longer than the actual shopping. There was this one time we were at Green Hills. We asked for the seller for the tawad for roughly 30 minutes. Because we're gonna get something in bulk. But she doesn't want to give it at this price. And then my friend was saying, take cash na to. Miss, this is cash already. You should get it. Or else I'll get my supply at the next store. Eventually, after 30 minutes, the seller gave in. So that's how we are experts in making tawad. Even, actually, my friend was also telling me, even in Thailand, Filipinos who do shopping there are experts in doing the tawad. Even the Thais are sometimes shocked. Why are we selling this at a low price with this mystical person?
It's a competitive skill, ladies and gentlemen.
So why are Filipinos expert in making tawad? Maybe it's not just about being kuripot or stingy. It's about history, connection, and the thrill of winning. Again, the winner is the buyer, not the seller. Because in the Philippines, every successful tawad isn't just savings, but it's also a story worth telling.
Anyway, that's all the time we have this week to keep you in tune with Filipino culture. We'll see you again next week here on Culture Shock.
Check!
This is Crumb Entertainment.
Ever tried blocking a Filipino online?
Yes!
Suddenly, it feels like a full-on teleserye. Plot twist, you're instantly the kontrabida academy of everyone's group chat.
In the Philippines, relationships are close-knit. As
But
we've
fin-fred,
discussed.
but fin-freded.
So,
Tagalogin ko ha, ang nipis ng ang nipis ng
Sinulid.
Oo.
Tsaka naghihimulhul pa. It's fraying. Family, friends, and even neighbors are close-knit, they say. So when you press that block button, it's not just digital. People take it as a personal rejection, right? And because we value pakikisama,
Pakikisama?
yeah,
Pakikisama? Pakikisama?
sira po yung electric fan. Umuulit-ulit.
Pakikisama?
Keeping the peace or blocking can feel like crossing the line. But in 2025, with mental health and boundaries becoming a bigger
Bigger?
a bigger deal, maybe blocking isn't cruelty. Maybe it is self-care. And one of my biggest
Biggest?
And one of my biggest pet peeves are people who pretend to be dumb on why they were blocked by someone.
I've
And
been a victim
also-
to this. I've been a victim to this.
And also, people who are angry because we block or cut people off from our lives. Like the heck do you even care? It's my social media. Create your own. And block people there.
Or create more.
Yeah.
And block people there.
Diba? I wanna take care of my mental health. You know, let's normalize blocking people on social media.
Because let's face it, why is it that when we ignore someone, you're fine, okay lang, tagulugin ko ulit. But okay maging makapalang muka sa totoong buhay, pero bawal mag-block. In English, why can I ignore someone, pretend they don't exist, give them the silent treatment, but blocking is already a big issue.
Yeah.
Big scandal. Bigger than the scandals in the 2000s. You know what I'm talking about.
Actually, in real life, when you don't like someone, you don't greet them, you don't go to see them.
Give them the silent treatment,
Yes.
the cold shoulder.
But why in social media or in the digital life?
Which no one should really care about, mind
Yeah.
you.
Why is it a big deal if we block someone? Isn't that like living the real life?
You know, being a normal person.
Yeah.
You know, being an actual The only difference is it hits less because you're on the internet.
So before we proceed, this is off the script. Let's review what we've said to our audiences in the previous episode. Why do we block certain people in our social media?
Remind me.
Remind you, okay, it's because, RG said, because maybe they are an ass in your life. Maybe they irritate you once you see their presence on your social media.
They might be an actual threat to you.
Yeah, there might be a law.
Restraining order.
Restraining
There might
order.
be a restraining order. There might actually be a life threat to you.
Yeah.
Threat to your life, rather.
Yeah. And as RG has put it, to the extreme, maybe they are a serial killer.
Yes. Yes. Quoting previous me.
So it shouldn't be a big deal. But for some families, blocking your aunt is treated worse than skipping a reunion.
Which is even worse in my opinion kasi why do you deny free food and beer?
So today, in Culture Check, we will give you 3 hot takes on why Filipinos should normalize blocking someone online.
Like the rest of the society.
You heard me, normalize it.
I heard the bell. I heard the bell. Not again with the Spanish influence. Historically, Filipinos avoid direct confrontation like me, but for different reasons. For Spanish times to now, we practice what we call pakikisama. Instead of saying no, we smile. Instead of, keeping quiet, we laugh. Instead of, not talking, we're forced to talk. Blocking feels too direct, too bold, and that goes against hiya, our fear of shame.
That is our biggest problem.
And I don't know why it came again from Spanish influence.
Yeah.
What's up with the Spanish influence?
Actually, recently, I've learned to say no. directly. So we can cut to the chase.
No,
Diba? Instead of going back and forth explaining na you've done a good job when actually you don't like what they did or suggested, not because you despise them, but simply because their idea is not good. Just tell them directly, sorry, we cannot use your idea.
Me off script.
End of conversation.
Me off script, I have my own principle. If I can't get to my agenda within the first text block, I wouldn't even consider texting.
Yeah.
Tagalogin ko. Ba't ka pa mahihiya? And same way with blocking. If I don't wanna talk to you, why do I have to warn you?
Oo nga, diba?
If you don't warn me naman when I give you the shoulder, when you give me the cold shoulder in real life, what more blocking? It's the same thing, except digital and eco-friendly.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'd rather stay in 300 group chats than leave one because nakakahiya. I don't know why. But then again, it could be for archival purposes. But I could be wrong. You don't want to see someone there, but you want to be there. It's not the block. It's what if they think I'm a bad person? I don't know. We talked about this enough, pero
We should learn to think about what other people would say about us.
no.
Yeah,
You shouldn't. Unless it's life or death, why should you care about other people? Wait, that's too cynical naman. If it concerns your mental health, why should you care about your other people if they're not even relevant to your life? If it's just for the clout, why stay in the chat?
And yes, it's a modern day drama. Why? Because fast forward to today, blocking has become its own chismis. People notice when a name disappears from Facebook. Screenshot spread. Suddenly it's, hey, why did you block me? And thanks to TikTok, we even have terms like soft block, hard boiled egg, and restrict.
So sorry.
So blocking isn't just a button anymore. It's social drama. Again, why do you care if someone has blocked you or cut you off? Shouldn't you be thinking about what you've done to that person? Why they blocked you off?
And secondly, why does it have to be multi-layered?
Yeah.
Can't a block just be like cold shoulder?
Yeah.
Like a cold shoulder.
Yeah.
I hate you. Simple as that.
Yes, I hate you. I don't like to talk to you. So, just keep distance.
Also, secondly, Filipino group chats are basically detectives checking who blocked who. Why are you guys Reddit subreddits? Why are you Reddit subthreads? No, but you're in Facebook.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to be investigating. In fact, you're supposed to be acting stupid and following blindly to political agenda. Sorry.
Wow.
Sorry.
Deep.
Sorry.
Deep down in my heart.
Sorry. I'm not gonna stereotype Facebook that way. Here's the twist. Blocking is slowly being reframed as self-care. As if the cold shoulder hasn't been for the same mga Gen X and boomers. As if the cold shoulder isn't the same thing. It's not about cutting ties. It's about protecting your peace and whatever you have left from
Maybe your dignity as well. Yeah.
because in a culture where saying no feels impossible, especially our culture, maybe the block button is actually the brave button. There's a browser. Iba yung brave button.
But actually I agree with this. It is superior self-care. When you are, we say, people aged like us, we say, not young, but rich. Because we are rich in love, we are rich in self-care. We don't care about the negative people. We don't care about the bitter people. They will always say you are the bitter one. But in actuality, they are the bitter one.
Normalize blocking. You don't owe anyone access to your life.
Yeah. And sometimes the most Filipino thing you can do is finally choose yourself. Finally.
So, what do you all think? Is blocking really disrespect or just a way of saying, I need my space?
And at the end of the day, online boundaries are real boundaries. Protect your peace, set your limits, and remember, we're not young, but we're rich. Because blocking isn't betrayal. it's life balance. And thanks for tuning in to our episode of Culture Check. I'm Stephen.
I'm RG.
And we'll catch you next time. And we'll catch you next time here on Culture
Shock.
Check.
Mag-ingat kayo dyan.
This is Crumb Entertainment.
Ever wondered why turning 7 in the Philippines, just in the Philippines, feels like a mini debut? For normal people, 18th. Your 18th. With themes, giveaways, and even a host. I mean, what's so magical about the number 7 in the Philippine culture and, well, with Philippine parents in general? And why does it feel like a rite of passage and you have to go all out?
Welcome to another episode of Culture Check. I'm Stephen.
I'm RG.
And on today's episode, we want to ask this question. Why is it important to have your 7th birthday as a Filipino kid?
Because nobody makes it past 7. in this economy, makes it past
that's
7.
for another episode.
Okay.
But in Filipino culture, birthdays aren't just milestones. They're actually social events. And among all the childhood birthdays, turning 7 stands out because it's that one year when kids suddenly level up.
Okay.
Level up! They're no longer babies, but not yet big kids either. So families throw grand celebrations, complete with their favorite magicians, cotillion dances, and fancy cakes taller than the birthday celebrant.
In most economies.
Yes. If you live in Valle Verde or in
New Valley,
and you own a construction company
and
named after saints like Saint Timothy,
Saint Gerald. And most people think it's like a debut or a birthday party the way parents spend. I mean, I am a sort of victim to this because me and my brother, we're 1 year apart by the way. I celebrated my 8th and my brother's 7th respectively. In
2 for 1.
2 for 1. Very Filipino, am I right?
Yeah.
So we spent our birthday in a really, I guess at the time, a fancy restaurant. Just cause offhand, the year before, my friend turned 7. Like a mini debut of sorts. Like party, host, clown, cake, karaoke. For her karaoke. All for her 7th birthday. Then the following 7th birthday for my brother, my 8th.
My parents did the same. But not only that, they doubled down. They rented the entire restaurant.
Wow.
Yes, shout
For a
out to my
kid.
parents. Especially in that economy. 2009 to 2010 wasn't exactly a nice economy to be in.
Even when you were in school, you will encounter your classmates who are kind of rich. Rich classmates who would
Bruce Wayne.
ask
Wayne.
who would ask McDonald's or Jollibee to throw a party in your classroom.
Complete with mascot.
Mascots,
Package deal meals.
even the staff of McDonald's going there as a host.
Giveaway. And that one
Yeah.
odd time they tried to do balloon relays with broken chairs. I'm looking at you, certain elementary school in Taytay.
Oh my gosh. Kawawa naman yung ano.
Yan na nga yung nangyari. Yan na nga yung nangyari.
So, the birthday parties, they develop as the years go. But the 7th is
Your mini debut.
your mini debut as a kid. So, usually, di ba, pag mini debut, so they'll say, oh, you're 18. That's the girl. It's for the girl.
Then
And
for
the
guys, 21.
21, correct. So when you're a kid, your mini debut is 7. It's also the time where Catholic kids or Catholic believing families let their kids do or have the first communion.
Yeah.
So first confession, first communion,
Communion.
all the first in the Catholic faith.
Yes.
So
I'm not Catholic, don't ask me.
So yeah, that's why it says no. So because they believe 7 or 8, actually you're right. 7 or 8 is the perfect number.
Mostly 7. As I said,
7.
package deal. It's cheaper to do it twice. Once for 2.
So today on Culture Check, we are giving you the root and the current trend of why turning 7 years old in the Philippines is a big deal.
Turning 7, and it, or the tradition of it rather, traces back to old Catholic and Hispanic influences. In many cultures, 7 was seen as the number of spiritual completion. God completed his rest on the 7th day. Remember?
Yeah,
I don't. For Filipino families, it became a symbolic age of reason. The belief was that by 7, a child started to know right from wrong.
huh?
God, I don't know how that could be true. And can now participate more fully in religious and social life.
That was before.
That was before.
When children knew at age 7 which is right and wrong.
wrong.
But right now at the
It's right now. Right now, they know this.
It's
6, 7. Basketball
hindi,
play.
hindi pa nga ako nakaka-catch up sa tung-tung-tung sa huri.
House na yun.
That's why in this age of digital and social media, we can't expect children at age 7 to know
6, 7.
to know which is right and wrong, because commonly they know what is wrong. Oh my gosh.
What?
Parents, please guide your children. PNG tuloy. Rated PG. PNG, Procter and Gamble. By the way, Procter and Gamble, if you want to sponsor us with Pro Milk. PG din.
Ages 6, 7.
So it makes sense because Catholic upbringing and superstition are mixed together. Because as I've mentioned a while ago, is usually in the ages of 7 or 8 is their first communion. It's the first time they will face the priest to make their first
Face the priest.
face the
You might wanna rephrase that, bro.
face the priest. In the confession room, they will confess their sins. I remember when I had my first communion and first confession, the priest asked me during the confession, "What are the sins that you have done?" And then I told him,
Jeez, I don't know.
I was honestly thinking, because I was not familiar. At age 7, your brain is not developed to have that quote-unquote conscious conscience, so to speak, to recognize the wrongs that you did. All I remember was nakabasag ako ng baso, I tried to lick a 5 peso coin. That's my moral compass at that age. I don't know if porn was bad or whatever. I wasn't even watching those kinds of things. If this cartoon was bad, if Doraemon was evil, I didn't know about those things. I didn't have any moral compass. That is the only thing that a 7-year-old knows. You shouldn't lick 5 peso coins, but you try. You tried to lick a clay, which is you shouldn't do.
Kind of ironic how spiritual that became. And how something like that could be a giant party, considering that 7 is such a big deal to most
He licked
parents.
5 peso coin. Let's clap. Fast forward to today, the 7th birthday has turned into a full-blown production. There's a theme. It's either Frozen, Avengers, or Encanto. You name it.
And for you, my friend, Tung 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 Summer, which was so last March, April.
I thought that was the latest trend in the kids today.
Latest trend,
So,
latest trend for 5 months ago.
so kids get grand entrances, thank you speeches at 7 years old, and even choreographed dances.
Jabwakis.
Actually, off script, I wanna say, I recently watched a reel from Facebook where they were in this couple was living in a province. So
Okay.
imagine bahay kubos, banana trees
Kalabaw.
around Kalabaw.
Outdoor, the whole
They were
shebang.
doing a gender reveal while all the tomboys are watching topless. Imagine.
Mga guy tambays, right?
Yeah, guy tomboys. Sorry. We had to emphasize.
Guy tambays.
Guy tomboys, topless. Yeah. So, I mean, parties right now in the Filipino household is very important. Before, those gender reveals were not that important.
Now it
actually.
is.
Now
Kasi
it
for
is.
parents, it's a statement, a way to show love, pride, and
Yeah.
let's be honest, sometimes,
Social
in that
sta-
case, social status.
status.
Yung mga invite pa lang, parang RSVP, save the date.
The invitations are so creative nga actually.
Oh.
And don't forget the giveaways. That sometimes it's even pricier than the loot bag from a debut.
I will not name whose birthday went 2 years ago. Na it was hosted sa Crown Plaza.
Uh-huh.
Let's just say
Crown Plaza.
Plaza.
I heard Crown Plaza. Oh, we had a building.
no. Hindi, it was
Okay.
hosted sa Crown Plaza, one of the biggest function rooms. I will not name which celebrity, very infamous for her time or his time. Doesn't matter.
Okay.
The giveaway, kasi let's be real here, it was a private giveaway. Oh wait, party first muna. They had Daytona USA, House of the Dead. They had only food, only chocolate fountain, only chocolate fondue. I recall cheese fondue. Tapos the host was a Willy Wonka. Siguro before the time of si Team Lizzie. Yung mga hosts who had teams, they had that. They had the big screening of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, the remake, the Johnny Depp. And at the end of the party, giveaway nila. Since it was private, let me emphasize, parang piniratang kopya ng Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Yung theme ng party.
Film ng party, giveaway, DVD. Pero pinirata, I have to emphasize.
Okay.
Privately redistributed just for the party.
Pirated DVD.
Pero hindi siya pirated na envelope lang. It had the case candy and everything. Parang real DVD na siya halos. Pero I have to emphasize, pirata. Kasi I found yung shell noon a long time ago. Pero, wait, pirated to I remember looking at it. Pirated to. Pero they gave it to siguro, let's say 1,000 kids. Kasi that's how much the function hall holds. Mas mahal pa sa loot bag yung giveaway ng debut. True story.
Oh my gosh. Too, because you want to show off to your kumare,
Your comadre. Comadre. Commander pala. Kumpare.
Kumpare. Oh, my kid.
So
He's
birthday.
7.
So birthday. So big.
So big birthday.
So big. So big.
Why do parents talk like that? Oh, my kid.
So birthday. So big.
Big the birthday party. Big birthday party. Always remember.
So big. So birthday. Here's the twist. The birthday is supposed to be for the child. But often, it's the adults who enjoy it the most. The kid barely remembers the party, me. But the parents, they've got an entire photo shoot, catering, 200 Facebook uploads. We didn't have Facebook at the time. But we had photos to prove na it did happen. It was a mix of Filipino pride and our love for the gatherings. We celebrate not just age, but belonging.
Oh, because it's a social status event.
Communal.
Again,
Wala pang social media. May social climate na.
Kasi nga, it's when the big birthday party.
So big, so birthday.
It's so birthday. It's important for your kumare and kumpare to know that you have it all.
SM.
Yeah, like SM. So the birthday celebrant is already asleep.
By 6 p.m.
6 p.m.
Which did not happen in my birthday party, unfortunately. I stayed up an extra 3 hours.
At least. But the party didn't.
It kept going.
Kept going even after you sleep.
Yes.
Diba?
So it's not really about the age 7. It's about how much we value milestones, family, and the community.
So only in the Philippines will you find a kids party that feels like a telenovela finale wherein Claudine Barreto is the star.
It did feel like one.
Yeah, it feels like that.
So, what do you think? Do Filipinos celebrate turning 7 out of love, tradition, or a little bit more social pressure? Pia Vergara. Or maybe it's all free.
It's okay because we have Hispanic roots.
We're technically Hispanic.
Yeah.
Mostly Indo, but somehow Hispanic.
Either way, it shows how even simple milestones become cultural moments in the Philippines. Because for us, every reason to gather, eat, and celebrate someone's growth.
Especially eat.
Whether it's so big, so birthday, or so small, so hirap, is worth remembering. And that's it for this week's Culture Check. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you again next time. I'm Steven.
I'm RG.
And we'll keep exploring what makes Filipino culture Filipino.